Right guys, a very quick video, but I felt it was an important one to make. Some of you might remember last year when our current nightmare started, governments around the world clamoured for track and trace apps. Indeed, we have our own one now. Our government in particular did this, as you know. They made deals with Google and Apple in the end for the so-called test and trace app, which in realistic terms should actually be called the mass data collection app containing data worth billions. As you know, the government and others wanted location data to be collected also, and if memory serves, they tried to create their own app to avoid worrying about privacy concerns. Luckily, this did not pan out, and instead they had to accept Google and Apple's offer that involved using their service with no location data being collected, essentially meaning the track and trace app was worthless from the very get-go. If you can't get locations, you can't track or trace anything, obviously, but then again, I don't need to tell yous lot that, do I? Well, today it's being reported that Google and Apple have both blocked an update due out today that would start farming location data from people's phones on the NHS Test and Trace app, so it's as people predicted happening last year. Hancock and his deranged band of fuckpigs are literally going against everything they said once again, and indeed agreements with companies to try and shit all over your privacy. And the worst thing is, idiots have willingly let them do it. I mean, personally, I actually knew this would happen, which is why I have not updated my iPhone software in like 14 months now, and I have no plans to do so. I'm pretty sure at this point my phone can't even take the NHS app, it's that outdated, and I will bin the phone before I install that app, let me tell you. But anyway, back to what's going on here. The BBC and Unity News Network have reported on this so far, saying the NHS COVID-19 app update blocked for breaking Apple and Google's rules. The plan had been to ask users to upload logs of venue check-ins carried out via poster barcode scans. If they tested positive for the virus, this could be used to warn others, and also used to track absolutely everyone and everything they're doing. The update had been timed, it said, to coincide with the relaxation of lockdown rules. But the two firms had explicitly banned such a function from the start, as I said earlier, under the terms that all health authorities signed up to in order to use Apple and Google's privacy-centric contact tracing tech. They had to agree not to collect any location data via the software. As a result, Apple and Google refused to make the update available for download from their app stores last week, and have instead kept the old version live. When questioned, the Department of Health declined to discuss how this misstep had occurred. Yeah, I bet he didn't answer the worthless fuckpig. This is exactly what people have been warning about, but the sheeple just blindly go along with it after being coerced a bit by politicians and the media. Personally, I find it embarrassing for anyone who has been strung along by the media and politicians that a year ago people literally didn't trust in the slightest, and now they think will save their lives. I mean, I would say it's a fucking joke and you could really laugh at it, but in all honesty, it's destroying the country, so can you really do that? We are literally surrounded by snivelling shitweasels on all sides at this point. But I feel that I should say well done to Apple and Google for actually blocking this and sticking by their guns that they set out last year. I expect Hancock and his snakes are trying to find a way around it as we speak though. But as I said earlier, in my mind this has proven that the track and trace app has never worked since day one, because it can't track and trace shit without location data, and has just lined the pockets of people likely related to those in power.